Hi, I'm Jessie. Nobody knows this about me, but it makes me nervous to go places all by myself. And my mom's sending me away to camp.
Everything my sister Peggy does is perfect. Everything I do is a disaster. At least it seems like that's what Mama thinks. Her grades are perfect, her room is perfect, and her hair is never in her eyes. I'm pretty sure Peggy's my mama's favorite. Peggy probably stands for Sweet Pea, I'm so proud I'm poppin'. And I'll bet you Darnetta stands for Darnetta, you're definitely a disappointment. I really mean to study, but I get so busy working on Del Dolfo's death-defying dragonfly circus, which will soon astound the world, that I just haven't done that well in school. I've tried to get her to understand that a single D wasn't the worst that could happen. I mean, what's wrong with the D? I've told my mama Darnetta starts with the D.
Well, Darnetta also has 2 A's in it, and I certainly haven't seen any A's on that report card of yours. And when are you gonna clean your room? It looks like a 3-ring circus in there.
Ha! My room is supposed to look like a 3-ring circus. Mom and Peggy never understand that.
Darnetta, it's time you stopped dreaming your life away and got to work on your grades like your older sister.
Not this again. All I ever hear is Peggy, Peggy, Peggy. Perfect Peggy never does a darn thing wrong. I'm just dumb Darnetta, the girl with the dopey dragonflies.
bears who couldn't get along. Once there were two bears who were born quarreling. It was said by the bear people that the girls had argued even before their birth. Honeycomb believed that Starlight had pushed and shoved so she could be the firstborn. The only time there was any peace was when they were asleep. The village, tired of the noise, called a meeting. The eldest grandmother bear declared that the girls must stop fighting or the family would have to leave. The father bear roared furiously. Their mother cried, "You are sisters. Why can't you get along?" The two bears were so surprised that they stopped arguing. That night, as their parents slept, Starlight said, "No one likes us here. Let's run away." Although Honeycomb was tempted to argue, for once she did not. At lunchtime, Starlight told Honeycomb to catch a fish. "No, I hate you. I want to go home," Starlight pushed her and shouted. "We are lost and hungry, and it's all your fault." They rolled down the side of the mountain until they landed on top of a sleeping coyote. "We are looking for the way home," they said. "Well, there is a secret tunnel hidden in that cave, but I don't think you can find it." Starlight insisted that they were very smart bears. The deeper the two bears went into the cave, the darker it got. Suddenly, the two fell down a long passage. Honeycomb began to cry. "I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. I should have been more careful." "No, it's my fault. I refuse to listen. I'll never argue with you again. If only we could get out of here." The two sisters fell into a deep sleep. In the morning, Honeycomb said, "I dreamt of the great mother bear." "So did I. Behind her, I could see daylight and our village. She told me to use 4 eyes, 4 ears, and 8 legs. What does it mean? Look, the bats. They're coming back to the cave. Over there, I see light. If we work together, we can move the rocks." That is what the great mother bear meant. With one last push, they moved the largest rock aside, vowing never to argue again. The sisters began their journey home. After a good meal, the two girls told the story of their adventure. The oldest grandmother bear smiled and said, "I think these two bears will be fine, strong leaders of the bear clan." And everyone agreed. The two sisters lived happily, and although they never fought again, they did occasionally politely disagree.
Deep down, I know Mama loves me just as much as Peggy. I bet if we didn't fight so much, Peggy would even help me with my grades. And I could show Peggy how to have more fun. I know just where we'll start. With Del Doffo's Dynamite Death-Defying Dragonfly Circus.